Hello, welcome to GOT Good Old Tech. I'm Mark, and today we're going to talk about the Pixel Fold. Should you buy it? I'm going to give you 5 reasons not to buy the Pixel Fold today. Now, before I get into all this, I want to let you know I don't hate the Pixel Fold. I think it's a great phone, and like all the reviewers are saying, it's beautiful. It's a joy to use. They all say that, but the things that they're not telling you is what we're going to cover today, which are things that I feel are compromises. Let's get into it. The first one is first generational flaws. I mean, it's the first generation and it has the first generation, what I call blues. But when you open it up, that bezel, that's one of the big things. That shows a first generational flaw. You had it with the Surface Duo. It had larger borders. It got a little smaller with the second gen. Then you look at the Z Fold. It started out with its first gen having a large bezel. And of course, remember that cutout for the cameras. That was horrible, but Samsung learned over time that they needed to remove that, and they went down. They thinned out the bezels, and then they had different iterations of it, and they improved upon it. Now Pixel comes out with their first generation. They could have learned from all this, but did they? No, they came out with a thick bezel. I guess the one thing they learned from it all was not to put the camera behind the screen, but they could have done a hole punch like everybody else does. The second thing is the processor. They put the Google Tensor 2 in it when you got the 3 coming out just around the corner. The performance is not going to be there with the Tensor 2. Why they couldn't wait or put the Tensor 3 in it, who knows? They decided not to put the most current chip in there. Number 3, the software. Now most of you are going to say, well, wait a minute, it has Android 13, it has the most current software. Yes, it does. However, there's still a lot of flaws in that software. It's not completely built for the tablet. Yes, the Google apps work really well. They have what, did they say 50 apps or so that work really well with it. But then the apps that we all use on a daily basis, on a regular basis, are not optimized. You've got Instagram, Twitter, all these that end up in the middle. Yeah, you can go side to side with them, whoop-de-doo, but they don't fill the screen. Well, that's a problem. A lot of the reviewers excuse that today and say, hey, in the next iteration of Android 14, that's all going to be improved. Well, we don't know that for sure, and that's yet to be seen. And it's not even up to par with the Samsung or even the Microsoft Surface Duo. What do I mean by that? Well, look at app pairing. You cannot app pair on the Google Pixel. Come on, Google. Samsung worked it out. They figured out how to do it. Even Microsoft, they can app pair. Why can't you app pair? It lacks a lot of extras in the software area. Now, the fourth thing has got to be the battery. The Pixel Fold has a large enough battery with a 4,800 milliamp hour battery, so there's no issue there. But the problem is the Tensor 2 is not very efficient with the battery, so the battery does drain a little quicker than most. What we're hearing from the reviewers is you got 4 hours or less screen on time on the open screen. That's not too good if you're watching video content. It ends too quickly. Now, they do say you can get a full day's use out of it, but you got to make sure to charge it at the end of the day. And then we get to charging. Charging is also an issue. It only has up to a 21 watt capability of charging. Now they advertise if you get the Google 30 watt charger, you can get the 21 watt charging. So who knows if you can get that with other chargers, but 21 watts at the most. So it takes it from 0 to 41% in about 30 minutes. It takes over an hour and a half to get it fully charged. You know, you charge it at night while you sleep. Shouldn't be an issue. But if you need that quick boost charge in 30 minutes, 41%, that's kind of lackluster. When most of the flagship phones today, or the top phones, do at least 50% in 30 minutes. And then there's the wireless charging at 7.5 watts. That is really slow. That's like a snail's pace compared to most, especially when you got the Samsung that does 15 watts and most others do at least that or more. That's really slow. I'm not quite sure why Google's gone that route with a really slow wireless charger. Even their other phones charge a little faster. And the fifth thing is the price, as we all know, $17.99. That's a little high for this because it doesn't quite meet the standards of all the other smartphones right now. Z Fold 4 is on their 4th generation. Fifth one's going to come out. It's probably going to be around the same price, but it's much more polished than the Z Fold. Z Fold trying to make that splash right in the beginning and getting that price up there is just a little too much. And to compensate, they force the Pixel Watch on you. You know, that's just not right. They should actually drop that price at least $300, $400. I think a good price for the Pixel Fold without the watch, of course, is around $1,400. All these reasons is why I have not bought a Pixel Fold. Now, would it be worth it if the price was reduced? I say it would. And if you want to look at how to buy the Pixel at half price, check out this video. I cover it fully, how to buy it at a discount price. You know they can drop the price just alone by not including the watch. So once that happens, price comes down, maybe it might be a good time to purchase that phone, because there is a lot of good about it, don't get me wrong. And it's that price that really accentuates the cons on the phone and the reason why you should wait. Well, that concludes my thoughts. Let me know down in the comments if you think that I'm right on target, if I'm way off base, if there's something I missed. Please comment below. I thank you for staying with me to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video and share it with others. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.